a forgotten starship left to rot, until a human mechanic rebuilt it into a galactic titan. The junk belt floated silently in the dark of space, a graveyard of forgotten ships. Enormous hulls drifted slowly, some broken into pieces, others leaning like abandoned towers. Sunlight glinted off twisted metal, making the whole field shine like cold stars. Most scavengers avoided this belt. Sensors sometimes failed, and strange signals seemed to echo through the debris. Rumors told of ships disappearing without a trace. Still, Jake Turner, a human mechanic known for fixing what no one else could, arrived here with a small cargo shuttle. Jake had worked in many parts of the galaxy, fixing old engines, broken systems, and machines that others had given up on. He liked challenges, and this belt was full of them. He wasn't rich, and he didn't care much about fame. For him, solving problems was enough. Today, he was hired for a simple job: strip parts from a forgotten warship hull. The payment was low, but the challenge was high, and Jake liked it that way. His shuttle glided between the debris carefully. Pieces of metal drifted past him, some small, some as big as entire stations. He adjusted the thrusters to avoid collisions. Next to him sat Olivia Brooks, a skilled pilot with quick reflexes. She had worked with Jake before and trusted his instincts. In the back, Maya Cole, a systems technician, checked her portable scanner, adjusting its frequency as they moved deeper into the belt. "This is the place," Jake said, his voice calm but excited.
Look at that hull over there. Bigger than most anything I've ever seen in one piece.
Olivia's eyes widened. "It's huge. And is that scorch marks? Looks like a battle long ago." "Probably," Jake replied. "But it's mostly intact. If the records are right, this ship disappeared 300 years ago. Everyone thought it was gone forever." Maya frowned at her scanner. "There's something odd. The core reads dormant, but it's not dead. It's waiting, maybe." Jake smiled. "Then we're in luck. Some of these old cores respond only to humans. Maybe this one does too." They prepared their equipment. Jake wore a reinforced suit with magnetic grips for walking on the metal hull. Olivia had tether lines ready in case she needed to grab him in zero gravity. Maya carried portable diagnostic gear and a few power modules. The hull loomed above them, enormous and shadowed. Panels were ripped open, exposing rusted interiors. Some areas had collapsed completely, leaving gaping holes into the darkness inside. Jake floated near the entrance, studying the ship's structure. "This is crazy," Olivia said quietly. "All of this just abandoned." "Not abandoned," Jake replied. "Forgotten. There's a difference. Abandoned things are useless. Forgotten things have secrets. They moved inside." The airlock had long been stripped of its original mechanisms, but Jake rigged a temporary seal using his tools. He checked the internal pressure and oxygen levels carefully. Maya connected her scanner to the old power lines, trying to see what remained. "Look at this," Maya said. "The architecture, it's strange. Not like current galactic ships. Older, yes, but different. Someone designed this carefully." "Someone or something," Jake murmured. He touched a rusted panel. A faint hum vibrated under his gloves. "The core, it's alive." "Just barely." They moved deeper. Corridors stretched like empty veins, filled with broken lights and the faint smell of burned circuits. The ship seemed alive in some way, as if it was watching them. Jake paused at the command center. Instruments were cracked, screens dark, but the layout was familiar to him. "So many people must have worked here once," Olivia said. Her voice echoed softly in the empty space. Yes, Jake said. And now we're the only ones left. Strange, isn't it? Humans touch a machine like this, and sometimes it wakes up. Maybe it recognizes our touch. Maya connected her equipment to a central console. I think I can bring minimal power. Not enough to move the ship, but maybe enough to check internal systems. Do it, Jake said. The console flickered to life. Lights blinked on in sequence, ancient letters appearing on screens that had been dark for centuries. The hum grew louder. The ship seemed to vibrate slightly, responding to the small current.
Wow, Maya whispered. I've never seen anything like this.
It's acknowledging us. Jake laughed softly. I told you, humans have a way. Even ancient machines listen to us in ways aliens never understand. Olivia floated to the nearest observation window. The view of the junk belt outside seemed different now. The hum inside the ship gave the corridors a sense of life. Shadows shifted as if the vessel itself were breathing. Should we be worried? Olivia asked.
No, Jake said. Just
Careful. The ship has power we don't fully understand. If we push the wrong button, it could collapse or explode. But if we're smart, we might find something amazing. They explored further. Jake opened maintenance panels, discovering conduits and old circuitry. He inspected the engines, which were massive and still intact. Even though they were dormant, they had not completely decayed. He touched a control rod, and sparks ran along a line, bringing a small engine system to life. The vibration was weak but real. You're telling me this could fly? Olivia asked, amazed. Maybe, Jake said, but not like new ships. This one has to be rebuilt, rethought, shut out. It's more like a giant puzzle than a normal vessel. Every piece has a purpose, but it was left alone too long. Maya was scanning the core again. It's responding to your commands, Jake. Not mine, not Olivia's.
Yours. It's like it recognizes human authority.
Jake touched the core again. A soft blue glow spread across the paneling. Small robotic arms hidden in the walls activated, extending slightly as if testing the environment. He could feel a subtle connection, a pulse of energy that seemed to reach him. This isn't just a ship, Jake whispered. It's something else. Something that was meant to last longer than anyone thought. As they worked, they heard a distant sound, not mechanical, but a soft vibration, almost musical. It came from deep inside the hull. Olivia frowned. What was that? She asked. Old systems waking up, Jake said. Probably part of the ship's AI. Forgotten ships sometimes have memory. This one, maybe it remembers its mission. They reached the main deck and Jake knelt near the central console. His fingers moved over the controls, rerouting circuits, reconnecting broken pathways with improvised components. Sparks flew, but nothing dangerous. Lights blinked rhythmically, and the hum grew louder, resonating in their chests. Maya checked her readings. I think it's stabilizing. It's not fully awake yet, but it's alive, reacting to our presence. This is incredible. Incredible is my specialty, Jake said with a grin. Let's keep going. Hours passed. The three humans moved through the corridors, checking systems, repairing damage, and exploring the ship. Every room seemed to tell a story. A long-forgotten mess hall, crew quarters covered in dust, storage rooms full of decayed equipment. Jake imagined the people who once worked here, imagining their lives, their missions, and their fears. Finally, they reached the engine room. It was massive, taking up an entire section of the ship. The engines were enormous cylinders of metal, covered in wiring and panels that glowed faintly from residual energy. Jake ran his hand over one cylinder. It was cold, but beneath the metal he could feel a heartbeat of power. "If I can reroute the energy flow," Jake said, "we might bring the engines online. Not full speed, but enough to move. Enough to show the galaxy this ship isn't dead." Olivia looked worried. "If something goes wrong here, we're in deep trouble." "Don't worry," Jake said. "I've done worse. Trust me."
Maya connected her portable modules to the engine systems. Circuits sparked, lights flickered, and a low vibration spread through the hull.
Slowly, carefully, Jake activated the power. The engines responded with a soft hum, almost like a voice. "We did it," Jake said, his voice quiet but full of excitement. "She's alive." The ship seemed to move slightly, adjusting to its internal power. Lights across the decks turned on in sequence, like a slow awakening. Somewhere deep inside, systems long dead began to respond. Doors sliding open, internal sensors activating. Olivia floated near the observation window. The junk belt outside no longer felt so silent. The ship's awakening made the surrounding debris seem smaller, almost respectful. "Jake," Maya said, her eyes wide, "this is beyond anything I imagined. You actually brought a forgotten ship back to life." "It wasn't just me," Jake said. "It's the ship, too. She wanted to wake. We just gave her a reason." For the first time in centuries, the forgotten warship was alive. The air inside felt electric, full of possibility. Somewhere in the back of Jake's mind, he knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy had thought this ship was lost forever, but now, under human hands, it had a chance to rise again. The ship hummed softly as Jake, Olivia, and Maya moved through the corridors. Every step they took seemed to echo differently now, as if the hull itself was alive and aware. Small lights flickered along the walls, powering up as systems slowly awakened. Jake ran his hand over a console, feeling a faint vibration pulse back, like the ship was responding to his touch.
"It's amazing," Olivia said quietly. "I've seen old ships before, but this..."
"It's different. Almost alive. I told you," Jake replied, a grin on his face. "Machines like this respond to humans in ways no one else can understand. It's why we survive in places others don't." Maya floated nearby, scanning panels with a portable device. Some of these systems are completely alien in design. It's like the ship was built using tech that doesn't exist anymore. The circuits, the engines, they work differently than anything in use today. Jake nodded. "Good. That means we're in control." Not the galaxy, not some alien fleet, just us and this ship. If we can figure out how everything connects, we could make her something no one has seen before. They reached the main engineering deck. Massive engines stretched across the room, old and rusted but intact. Jake studied them closely, tracing the wiring with gloved hands. Sparks flew occasionally as he connected makeshift circuits, and the ship's AI responded with small vibrations. "It's learning," Jake said. "She's learning how we think, how we operate. If we push her carefully, she'll do things no one else could imagine." Olivia frowned. "Learning? How much control does she have over herself?" "Not enough to act without us," Jake said. "But she's smart. She can adapt. That's the difference between a human ship and the rest of the galaxy's fleet. The others follow orders. This one, she understands reasoning." Maya's scanner beeped. "I'm picking up anomalies in the core."
Energy surges. They're minor? but consistent.
The ship is trying to stabilize itself, to keep power flowing evenly. Jake rubbed his chin. Ah. Good. That's exactly what we need. If we can balance the systems, we might be able to move her out of the belt, but we'll have to go slowly. One mistake and he let the sentence hang. Olivia nodded. I get it. Slow and steady. Let's do it. Over the next hours, the team worked. Jake rigged power conduits, Maya repaired old circuits, and Olivia monitored external sensors. They moved through the ship methodically, checking compartments, activating dormant systems, and cleaning critical components. Each success brought small vibrations from the ship, as if it was acknowledging their efforts.
She's responding, Maya said, eyes wide. All systems are communicating now.
Propulsion is partially online. Shields are partially operational. The AI is awake. I think it recognizes you, Jake. Of course she does, Jake said, smirking. I'm human. We get things working that no one else can. She trusts us because she knows we don't give up. Olivia floated past, her hand brushing a railing. It's strange. Even without fully functioning engines, the ship feels alive, like she's waiting for something, like she knows we're not just scavengers. Jake nodded. Exactly. She's waiting for someone who can understand her. That's us. Maya adjusted a console. We should test the engines carefully. Just small movements. See if she can respond without overloading anything. Good idea, Jake said. Olivia, pilot controls ready? Ready. Slowly now, Jake. We don't know how she'll react. Jake activated the main power relay. The engines vibrated gently, sending a low hum through the ship. Panels flickered, showing data that hadn't been seen in centuries. The AI began running diagnostics, responding to Jake's commands with subtle nods in the system. She's stable, Maya said. No critical errors. We can try minor propulsion. Olivia touched her controls, and the ship's engines shuddered lightly. The hull vibrated, sending small tremors through the corridors. Lights flickered, then steadied. That's it, Jake, said a smile spreading across his face. She's moving. Not fast, but moving. We did it. The team cheered quietly, knowing that this was only the beginning. The ship, long forgotten, was alive again. The hum of the engines grew steady, and the AI began responding more quickly to Jake's commands. It was as if the ship recognized that a human hand was guiding it, a hand that could think, adapt, and solve problems. We need to understand her systems fully, Jake said. We can't just move her around blindly. The galaxy will notice eventually, and if we're not careful, someone will try to take her, Olivia said, or destroy her. Exactly, Jake replied. And we can't let that happen. She's too valuable, not just as a ship, but as proof of what humans can do.
Maya adjusted her scanner.
There are sections of the ship that were never activated. We don't know what's inside. Weapon systems, defense mechanisms, maybe even secret compartments. Jake rubbed his hands together. Then, let's explore. Carefully. Step by step we'll bring her back piece by piece, and nothing will stop us. They moved deeper into the ship. Dark corridors stretched before them. Some collapsed, others intact. Jake touched panels, rerouted power, and connected broken circuits. Small lights flickered on in sequence, revealing long-abandoned crew quarters, storage rooms filled with ancient supplies, and old command centers. Look at this, Olivia said, pointing to a screen. "There's data here. Old logs, mission plans. We could learn a lot about who built this ship and why." "Yes," Jake said. "But first, we make her move. Then we learn her secrets, one step at a time." Maya worked quickly, connecting her portable modules to the main AI interface. The system responded immediately, showing a holographic map of the ship's interior. Rooms that were dark for centuries were now illuminated, pathways opened, and access points previously blocked were now online. "This is incredible," Maya whispered. "The ship is awake. She's listening to us, and she will keep listening," Jake said firmly. "As long as we treat her right." They reached the ship's main weapons control room. Panels were cracked and lights flickered weakly. Jake examined the systems, noting that the ship's weapons were not fully operational, but the mechanisms were intact. "We can fix this," Jake said. "Not fully, not yet, but enough to test. The ship isn't just a relic, she's a prototype, something no one else could rebuild." Olivia floated closer. "If we get these weapons online, won't that make the galaxy nervous?" "Maybe," Jake admitted. "But for now, we're not fighting anyone. We're just learning, controlling, seeing what she can do." Maya connected more circuits. Lights blinked on the control panels, and the ship responded to Jake's instructions. Small energy pulses ran through the weapon systems, testing their stability. The AI hummed softly, acknowledging the work. "Perfect," Jake said. "Everything is coming online. Slowly. But it's working. She's alive and listening. And that's all that matters right now." Hours passed. The three humans moved through the ship, repairing, reconnecting, and testing systems. Jake laughed quietly as he worked, enjoying the challenge. Olivia monitored the ship's position, making minor adjustments to keep them safe. Maya worked on the AI interface, ensuring that the core remained stable and responsive. Finally, Jake paused in the center of the engineering deck. He looked at the glowing engines and the flickering panels. The ship hummed softly, responding to his presence. "She's ready," Jake said quietly. "Not fully, but ready."
We can move her out of the belt soon. Olivia smiled. I can't wait to see her in space.
"Fully alive, moving under our control." Maya nodded. "It's incredible. I never imagined I'd see something like this. A forgotten ship, alive again, because humans never give up." Jake placed a hand on the central console. "This is just the beginning. The galaxy will never see anything like her. She's ours, and together we'll make her a Titan." For the first time in centuries, the ship responded fully to human hands. The hum of engines, the flicker of lights, and the soft vibrations in the hull spoke of awakening and potential. The forgotten ship, long left to rot, was alive again, and under Jake's guidance it would soon be more than anyone could imagine. The belt of junk ships seemed smaller now, as if the galaxy itself recognized the awakening. The future was waiting, and Jake, Olivia, and Maya were ready to guide it, for the ship had been partially restored, and Jake, Olivia, and Maya were ready for the first real test. The engines hummed steadily, shields flickered weakly, and the AI seemed more alert than ever. Jake floated in the command room, hands moving over panels, checking readings and rerouting power. Olivia was in the pilot seat, her fingers hovering over controls, and Maya monitored every system with intense focus. "Are we ready?" Olivia asked, her voice steady but tense. "Once we leave the belt, there's no turning back. We're exposed out there." "Ready enough?" Jake said, eyes scanning the glowing panels. "We're not fully operational, but we can move." That's the important part. One step at a time, Maya checked her scanner. Core system stable. Propulsion responding. Shields at 30%. Weapons partially operational. AI fully active and responsive to Jake's commands. Good, Jake said. Let's take her out slowly. Small thrust first, then full movement once she's steady. Olivia nodded and began the pre-flight checks. The engines thrummed louder, and the ship seemed to vibrate under her hands, almost like it was aware of the upcoming motion. Jake placed a hand on the central console. Remember, she responds to humans differently. Don't rush. We move as one, as a team. The ship slowly detached from the tether that held it in the junk belt. Debris drifted past as the engines pushed them forward. Outside, the vast darkness of space spread endlessly. The stars shone cold and distant. The ship's hull reflected faint light from distant suns. Smooth, Olivia said, a small smile appearing. She's responding. No jolts, no warnings. Just moving.
See? Jake said. He's learning.
She's alive. Every adjustment we make, she adapts.
Maya nodded. The AI is processing everything in real time. She's optimizing power flow, balancing engines and shields.
She's smarter than I imagined. As they moved away from the belt, Jake began testing minor maneuvers. Small thrusters fired, changing the ship's angle slightly. The ship tilted gracefully, responding to his commands. Olivia followed, keeping the shuttle steady and ensuring the ship didn't collide with any remaining debris. She's amazing, Olivia said quietly. I've never felt a ship move like this before. It's like she's alive, like she knows what we want before we do. That's humans for you, Jake replied. We don't just operate machines. We work with them.
We understand them. Hours passed as they tested movement, engines, and shields.
The ship responded perfectly, even to improvised adjustments that Jake made on the fly. Maya ran diagnostics constantly, noting how the AI adapted to changes in power flow, weapons readiness, and propulsion. We can push her a bit further now, Jake said. Full thrust, forward. Slowly, but full thrust. I want to see what she can really do. Olivia nodded. Engines at 20% thrust, gradually increasing? Exactly, Jake said. Let her feel the power. She needs to trust us fully before we try more extreme maneuvers. As the engines ramped up, the ship's vibration increased. Panels glowed brighter. Energy conduits hummed louder, and the AI responded immediately to Jake's commands. Shields flickered at 50%, stabilizing quickly. The ship moved forward steadily, slicing through space like a predator. This is incredible, Maya whispered. She's not just functional. She's optimized.
Every system is communicating perfectly, and we didn't even know half of it existed, Jake said.
This ship is more advanced than any current fleet, and we're the only humans who can operate her. Suddenly, a small fleet appeared on the scanner. Old raider ships, heavily armed, had picked up the energy signature of the ship. Their weapon systems activated immediately. The raiders did not expect a human crew to be piloting a forgotten Titan-class vessel. We have company, Olivia said, her voice steady but alert. They're not friendly. Let them come, Jake said, a calm grin on his face. We're ready. She can handle more than we think. Maya studied the incoming ships. They're equipped with shield-piercing weapons. Normal ships wouldn't survive this. If we get hit, the hull might be compromised. Not if she's ready, Jake said. We move smart, adapt, and improvise. She's built for this. The first raider ship fired. A beam of energy struck the ship's shields, causing them to flicker and hum. Jake adjusted power flow, diverting energy to the shields. The ship absorbed the attack without significant damage. The AI reacted instantly, reinforcing weaker points and stabilizing power across engines and systems. "She's amazing," Olivia said, adjusting her trajectory. "Every move she makes is perfect."
She's predicting attacks before they happen. Exactly, Jake said.
And that's what humans do. We adapt.
We think, improvise, survive. Maya worked on the weapon system.
"I can bring them online slowly, not fully, but enough to defend ourselves." "Do it," Jake said. "She'll take the lead, follow our commands, and adapt in real time." The ship's weapons activated. Energy turrets emerged from previously hidden compartments. Targeting systems aligned, and the first shots fired. The raider ships were caught off guard. They had never seen a forgotten Titan-class vessel move and fight with such precision. The human crew guided the ship, but the vessel itself seemed to anticipate every attack. "She's learning in combat," Maya said, amazed. "She's predicting their moves before they even make them." "Good," Jake said. "We want her to learn. Every attack, every maneuver, she becomes stronger." The battle intensified. Raider ships fired in waves, but the ship moved gracefully, dodging and countering. Shields absorbed impacts, weapons struck with precise timing, and the AI optimized every system to maximize efficiency. Jake's improvisation, Olivia's piloting, and Maya's technical skill combined with the ship's capabilities to create a force no one expected.
"We can't keep this up forever," Maya said.
"If more ships arrive, we could be overwhelmed." "Let her adapt," Jake said calmly. "She's faster, stronger, and smarter than any one of them. We move strategically, not recklessly." The ship shifted positions rapidly, firing at multiple targets while avoiding incoming fire. The raider ships were unprepared for this level of coordination. One by one, they began to fall back, damaged and confused. The human crew pushed the ship further, testing its limits without overloading systems. "Look at them," Olivia said, watching the retreating ships on the scanner. "They're scared. They didn't expect a human crew to control a Titan like this, and that's just the beginning," Jake said, his voice firm. "We're showing the galaxy what humans can do. This ship isn't just a relic. She's alive, powerful, and ready." As the raider fleet disappeared into the distance, the ship hovered silently in space, engines humming, shields stabilized, and weapons ready. The team took a moment to catch their breath. Adrenaline still surged through their veins, but the sense of accomplishment was stronger. "We did it," Maya said softly. "She's proven herself. All systems functional, and she handled a full attack perfectly." "Yes," Jake said, smiling, "and now we know what she's capable of." This was a test, and she passed, not just as a machine, but as a living, thinking vessel. Olivia floated to the observation window. "I've never felt anything like this. The ship, it feels alive. Like she's happy we're here, guiding her." "She is," Jake said quietly. "She trusts us. And because of that, we can do more. The galaxy thinks we're just humans, but we're more than that. We adapt, we survive. We turn forgotten things into Titans." Maya nodded. "We need to continue rebuilding, learning every system and strengthening her. There's no limit to what we can do together." "Exactly," Jake said. And the first step was showing her in action. Now the galaxy knows humans are different. We don't just follow orders, we think, adapt, and overcome. Hours passed as they tested more systems, repaired minor damage from the battle, and explored deeper into the ship. Each corridor, each panel, Each engine compartment revealed more potential. The ship was no longer just a forgotten warship. She was a Titan, ready to rise under human guidance. "We'll need to plan carefully," Jake said. "This was just one small fleet. The galaxy will notice soon. We have to be ready for what comes next." Olivia nodded.
And we will. Together, we can handle anything.
"She's ours, and she listens to us. That's a power no one else has." Maya smiled. "Humans and machines, working as one." "It's incredible. I never imagined I'd see something like this." Jake placed his hand on the central console. The ship vibrated slightly, a soft hum resonating through the hull. "And this is only the beginning. We're not just restoring a ship. We're proving that humans can turn the impossible into reality. We're building a Titan." The stars stretched endlessly before them, cold and distant. But inside the ship, warmth and energy pulsed. The AI, once dormant for centuries, now responded to human touch, human thought, and human ingenuity. The first test in space had succeeded. The forgotten warship was no longer forgotten. She had become a force to be reckoned with. And Jake, Olivia, and Maya knew that the next steps would take them further than any human had gone before. The galaxy was about to learn that humans were different, that where others saw wreckage, humans saw potential, and where others feared the unknown, humans built Titans. The forgotten ship, now alive and learning, drifted through the stars, her engines glowing softly, her systems humming in harmony. The first battle was won, but the real journey had only just begun. The battle had ended, but Jake, Olivia, and Maya knew this was only the beginning. The forgotten ship, now partially alive, drifted quietly in the dark of space, her engines glowing softly, her systems humming in harmony. The team floated through the corridors, checking every panel, every engine, every weapon system. Small repairs were needed, but overall she was stronger than they had imagined. "She's stable," Maya said, scanning the main console. "Core systems are holding. Shields, propulsion, and weapons are all functioning at high efficiency. She's learning faster than ever." "Good," Jake said, "but she's not fully ready. We need to rebuild her completely, make her stronger, faster, and smarter than any fleet in the galaxy." Olivia floated past, watching the glowing engines. "I never thought I'd see this, a ship that old, abandoned for centuries. Now she moves like she belongs here, like she's alive." "That's exactly what she is," Jake said. "Alive, thinking, learning. She trusts us. That's power no one else has." Maya smiled. "We need to find better parts, though. Some systems are old, barely holding together. If we want her to be a true Titan, we have to upgrade." "Then we start looking," Jake said. "I know people, and I know places. We'll find what we need. And if we can't..."
We improvise. That's what humans do.
They spent the next days moving from system to system, scavenging, trading, and modifying. Jake led the team in upgrading engines, repairing shields, and connecting ancient circuits with new technology. Maya rewrote code for the AI, teaching her to adapt faster, think in new ways, and work more efficiently. Olivia coordinated navigation and tactical systems, ensuring that every addition made the ship stronger. "We're almost there," Jake said, wiping his hands after reconnecting a critical engine. "She's becoming something no one else has ever seen. Not a normal ship, not just a warship, a Titan."
Maya adjusted the energy flow. We're pushing the engines to their limits.
If everything holds, she'll move faster than any vessel in the galaxy. Shields can take heavier fire. Weapons, well, she's ready for anything. Olivia floated to the observation window. The stars look different when you know you can move through them safely. When you're in control of something this powerful, it's humbling. Humbling, yes, Jake said, but also a responsibility. The galaxy will notice us soon. We have to be ready. We can't let anyone take her without a fight. They continued upgrading. Hidden compartments opened as the AI fully awakened. Ancient weapons systems emerged, repaired and improved. Engines roared to life, brighter and stronger than ever. Panels and corridors were cleaned, maintained, and enhanced. "She's beautiful," Maya whispered. "I never thought a forgotten ship could become this. She's perfect." "Perfection takes time," Jake said. "And humans. She's perfect because we never give up, because we think differently, because we adapt." One day, while testing the fully upgraded systems, a fleet appeared on the scanner. This time, it was not a small raider group, but an organized military fleet. They had detected the ship's energy signature after the previous battle. Sensors lit up with dozens of vessels, weapons primed and shields high. "They're here," Olivia said, eyes wide. "This is not a small test. They're a full fleet." "Let them come," Jake said calmly. "She's ready. We've made her stronger, faster, smarter. She's a Titan now." Maya monitored the fleet. "They have advanced weapons. If we engage directly, they'll fire everything they have. Even with upgrades, we need to be smart."
We don't fight like they do, Jake said. We improvise.
"We adapt. The ship isn't just machines and metal anymore. She thinks like we do. She learns in real time. That's why we'll win. Let's show them what humans can do." The fleet advanced, firing at long range. The Titan-class ship absorbed the first attacks, shields holding firm. Jake directed energy to the most vulnerable points, and the AI responded instantly, reinforcing weaker sections. Small weapons emerged, targeting key enemy ships, firing with perfect timing.
"She's reacting faster than they can aim," Maya said. "Every move, every shot."
"Calculated perfectly. That's humans for you," Jake said. "We don't follow rules. We adapt. We improvise. We survive." The battle intensified. Energy beams cut through space. Explosions rocked the distant vessels, but the Titan moved gracefully, dodging attacks, striking with precision. Olivia piloted, Jake controlled systems, and Maya enhanced weapons and shields on the fly. The ship adapted in real time, learning enemy patterns, predicting movements, and countering attacks. "They can't hit us," Olivia said, eyes wide. "It's like she's alive, like she knows what's coming before it happens." "Exactly," Jake said. "And that's why humans are different. We don't just follow orders. We think, adapt, and overcome." Ships began to retreat. Their formations broke as the Titan moved with impossible speed and accuracy. One by one, enemy vessels fled or were disabled. The human crew pushed the ship further, testing her limits, and she responded without strain. "She's perfect," Maya said. "Every system, every weapon, every engine working together, alive, thinking." "Human, and she's ours," Jake said, smiling. "We built her, we restored her, and we're the only ones who can control her. That's power no one else has." The fleet disappeared into the distance. The ship hovered silently, engines glowing, shield stable, and weapons ready. The stars stretched endlessly before them, cold and distant, but inside the ship, warmth and energy pulsed. The AI responded instantly to human touch, thought, and command. The Titan was complete.
We did it, Olivia said quietly. Gone.
She's a true Titan now, fully alive, fully operational. The galaxy will never forget this.
No, Jake said, but we're not done.
We've proven she can fight, move, and survive. Now we make her more than a weapon.
We make her a protector, a symbol of what humans can do.
Maya nodded. Humans don't give up. We take the impossible and we make it real. She's proof of that. Over the next weeks, they tested the ship further. She could travel at incredible speeds, dodge attacks, and respond to threats automatically. Hidden compartments revealed advanced systems, long-forgotten technology that only humans could understand. Every upgrade made her stronger, and every trial made the crew more confident. She's not just a ship, Jake said one night, staring out at the stars. She's a symbol. The galaxy will see what humans can do. Where others see wreckage, we see opportunity. Where others see limits, we see possibilities. Olivia smiled, and she listens to us, trusts us. No one else can control her. We are her crew, her guides, her family. Maya added, and together, we've built something incredible. She's alive, strong, and human. The news spread quietly at first. Small fleets reported sightings of the Titan-class vessel, a ship thought lost for centuries, moving under human command. Stories began to circulate. A forgotten warship, rebuilt, upgraded, and alive. Some were amazed, some were fearful, but all recognized that humans had done something no one else could. The galaxy will come for us, Olivia said, watching the scanners. They'll want her, want control. Let them try, Jake said calmly. She's a Titan, and we're human. We adapt. We survive. No one will take her from us. Maya floated to the central console. She's more than we imagined. Every system, every weapon, every engine. Alive? She's a living machine, and humans brought her back. And we'll continue to build her, Jake said firmly. Stronger, faster, smarter. She's ours. The Titan-class vessel is proof that humans can take the forgotten, the impossible, and make it unstoppable. The stars stretched endlessly before them, cold and distant, but inside the ship, warmth and life pulsed. The AI responded to every command, every touch, every thought. The Titan moved gracefully, silently, and powerfully. The first battles had been tests, the first upgrades completed, and the human crew had proven themselves. This is only the beginning, Jake said. The galaxy will see humans differently now. We don't just survive. We create. We build. We adapt. And sometimes, we awaken Titans that were forgotten for centuries. Olivia and Maya nodded. Together, they watched the stars, knowing the journey was just beginning. The Titan was alive, powerful, and human, and the galaxy would never forget the day a forgotten starship rose again, under the hands of humans, becoming a true galactic Titan.